She walks into the conference room. Your new boss. 32 years old. Sharp suit. Confident voice. She runs the meeting. Makes decisions. Commands the room. Everyone listens when she speaks. And you feel something you didn't expect. Attraction. Not because she's conventionally beautiful, but because she has power. You go home that night feeling confused. Ashamed, even. Why am I attracted to my boss? What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. In this video, you'll discover the dark psychological reasons why power imbalances create intense attraction, and why we're hardwired to desire what we can't easily have. Today, I'm going to show you why power differences make attraction stronger. Let's go. Chapter 1. The Biology of Status. Meet David. He's 28. Junior analyst at an investment bank. His team lead, Nicole, is 35. Smart. Decisive. Earns triple his salary. David knows he shouldn't be attracted to her. She's his superior. But every time she gives him feedback, his heart races. When she praises his work, he feels euphoric. When she criticizes him, he feels devastated. He's obsessed. Why? Evolutionary psychologist David Buss explains this in The Evolution of Desire. For millions of years, humans survived by forming alliances with powerful people. Status meant resources, protection, survival. Your brain is wired to find power attractive. When Nicole walks into the room, David's brain doesn't see team lead, it sees high-status individual. Access to resources. Genetically valuable. This happens unconsciously. Instantly. The power difference doesn't diminish attraction. It amplifies it. Because power signals value. And your brain is designed to pursue value. Even when it's inappropriate. Even when it's your boss. Chapter 2. The scarcity effect. Power creates distance. And distance creates desire. Meet Sarah. She's 26. Works at a startup. Her CEO, Marcus, is 38. Marcus is always busy. Important meetings. Investor calls. Traveling. When he does talk to Sarah, it's brief. How's the project going? 3 minutes. Then he's gone. Sarah finds herself thinking about him constantly. She dresses better on days he's in the office. She checks his calendar to see when he'll be around. Meanwhile, her coworker Jake has a crush on her. He's available. Interested. Kind. But Sarah feels nothing for Jake. Why? Psychologist Robert Cialdini explains this in Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion. Scarcity increases perceived value. Marcus's time is scarce. Sarah has to compete for his attention. That competition triggers desire. Jake's attention is abundant. Sarah doesn't have to work for it. So her brain assigns it zero value. The power difference makes Marcus inaccessible. And inaccessibility makes him irresistible. Sarah knows this is irrational. Marcus probably doesn't even notice her. But the chase is what creates the attraction. Not the person. She's not attracted to who Marcus is. She's attracted to what he represents. Something she can't have. Something just out of reach. Chapter 3. The validation addiction. When someone powerful notices you, it feels like winning. Meet Jennifer. She's 29. Associate at a law firm. The senior partner, Richard, is 45. Intimidating. Brilliant. One day, Richard stops by Jennifer's office. I read your brief, excellent work. Jennifer's face flushes. Her hands shake. That night, she replays the moment 100 times. For the next week, she works twice as hard. Stays late, hoping he'll notice again. When he does, the high is incredible. When he doesn't, she feels worthless. Jennifer's self-esteem is now tied to Richard's approval. And that approval is unpredictable, sporadic, addictive. Psychologist Dr. Harriet Lerner writes about this in The Dance of Anger. People become emotionally dependent on those who control their validation. Richard has power over Jennifer's career, her reputation, her future. So when he validates her, it's not just a compliment. It's survival. Her brain interprets his approval as, "You're safe, you're valuable." And that feeling is intoxicating. Her friends compliment her work. She brushes it off. Richard compliments her work. She's high for days. The power difference makes his approval worth more. And she's addicted to that worth. Chapter 4. The forbidden factor. Power differences make attraction stronger because they make it forbidden. Meet Michael. He's 32. His colleague, Lisa, is 28. They're equals. Same job. Same level. Michael thinks Lisa is attractive. But he's not obsessed. Then Lisa gets promoted. She's now his manager. Suddenly, the dynamic shifts. Now when they talk, there's tension. A charge in the air. Michael notices everything about her. Her confidence. Her authority. And he thinks about her constantly. What change? Lisa is the same person. But now she's off limits. Psychologist Elliot Aronson studied the Romeo and Juliet effect. He found that obstacles intensify desire. When something is forbidden, your brain obsesses over it. Michael wasn't supposed to be attracted to a colleague. But now that she's his boss? It's completely inappropriate. And that makes it irresistible. The power difference creates a barrier. And barriers create longing. Michael knows nothing can happen. That makes him want it more. Because humans don't want what they can have. They want what they can't. Chapter 5. The dark truth. Why do power differences make attraction stronger? Because your brain is wired to pursue status. Because scarcity creates value. Because validation from the powerful feels like survival. Because barriers intensify desire. But here's what you need to understand. This attraction isn't about the person. It's about the power. If your boss lost their job tomorrow, would you still feel the same? Probably not. Because you're not attracted to them. You're attracted to what they represent. Status. Validation. The unattainable. Psychologist Dr. Esther Perel writes about this in Mating in Captivity. Desire requires mystery and distance. When people become equals, the power dynamic disappears. And often, so does the attraction. This is why office romances fizzle after people leave the company. Why the boss you were obsessed with becomes just another person once you quit. The power difference was the attraction. Remove the power, and you remove the pull. Here's the brutal truth. Power differences make attraction stronger because we're biologically wired to desire status. Because scarcity makes things valuable. Because validation from the powerful feels like survival. Because forbidden things are irresistible. But that doesn't mean you should act on it. If you're attracted to someone because of their power, be honest about it. Ask yourself, would I still want them if they had no power over me? If the answer is no, you're not in love. You're in lust with their power. And that's okay to acknowledge. But don't build a life on it. Because power is temporary. Attraction based on power is even more so. So tell me, have you ever been attracted to someone because of their power? How did it turn out? Drop a comment. What did you think of this video? If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing, and take a look at what we're exploring next.